America. She is the voice of America. Let's hear it for Carrie Lake. I'm going to do something dangerous right now. I'm going to rely on technology. What did she say at the end about the one thing she disagrees with the president about? When I left my radio show 30 days ago, I asked my engineer to do one thing for me. And he said, yeah, I can do that. Do you want to hear my ringtone on my phone?
We're going to win so much, you may even get tired of winning. And you say, please, it's too much winning. We can't take it anymore. Mr. President, it's too much. And I'll say, no, it isn't. We have to keep winning.
That's my ringtone. Before I talk about counterterrorism in the last 31 days in American history, can I just use that little technological moment to demand of everyone here and everyone watching that loves America, would you just please take a moment and celebrate? You did it! You made it possible to take back the Republic. Think of what we did. I thought if we're going to win, if the boss comes back, it's going to be insanity. It's going to be protest, the pink pussy hat cat, you know, insanity. Where are they? Where are they? We crushed them, the Patriots. 77 million. I'm going to tell you, I've got two stories to tell you. That's what I'm going to do today. No big speeches, talking points, two stories. One on how much we're winning, and then one about what it's like to work for President Trump. I was in Yale yesterday. The belly of the beast. And I went there to give a speech on counterterrorism and artificial intelligence. And next to me were two panelists. I won't mention their names, but they're not of the 77 million, okay? One of them was an Obama appointee, okay? I spent the last 8 years, because I love America, because I chose America, because I am a legal immigrant to the United States. Me and Elon Musk, me and the First Lady, we chose this country. And for the last 8 years, they called people like me, who voted for President Trump, who worked for President Trump, fascists, Nazis, white supremacists. For 8 years. I kind of like, at the end, you just laugh about it. Yesterday, my fellow panelists at Yale, the whole time they kept saying, as Dr. Gorka just said. Well, that's interesting. I went from being a Nazi to being Dr. Gorka, and as he just said, they've surrendered because we won so bigly. So celebrate, smile every day, enjoy it, revel, revel, revel in what you have done. I was at Fort Bragg on Tuesday. This time is just like, I think I've been at work for about 3 years already. And I was at Fort Bragg. And indeed. And I was there to see our operators and the commander of Joint Special Operations Command. And the naval officer who was looking after me, I asked him, so when are we renaming the base? Because Pete, you know, Secretary Hegseth. And he showed me his phone. Sir, I drove in dark 30 this morning, and the Bragg sign was already taken down. Winning, winning, win. And Pete, if you're watching, Mr. Secretary, I want to be there with the screwdriver when we put it back, okay? Always brag, forever brag. Okay, so let's get to the real meat of this discussion. Wherever I go, I do a lot of public speaking, at least I used to, before I'm in a skiff for 12 hours a day working for the greatest national security advisor ever. Another Green Beret! Oh my gosh, how cool is that? Mike Waltz is the first Congressman Green Beret National Security Advisor. But wherever I used to go to speak publicly, I was always asked the same question. Wherever I was in America, whoever the audience was, whatever the topic they gave me, sooner or later, they always asked the same question. What's he really like? What's President Trump really like? Well, let me tell you a story of what he's really like. Second Thursday of the new Trump administration. We're less than 10 days in. National Security Advisor Waltz and myself and a military member of my team on the National Security Council are waiting to see the president to tell him something rather shocking. We walk into the Oval Office. We present, this is all declassified now, you can read about it, there's a big article in the Daily Mail. We presented him a map and some intelligence intercepts. And we said, Mr. President, there is an ISIS terrorist enclave, a cave complex in northern Somalia, which our government has been surveilling for more than a year and a half. And the President looked at me and Mike and said, what do you mean? We've been watching jihadis. And Mike said, well, yes, the former administration and Joe Biden didn't want to kill them. President Trump looked up from the Resolute desk and said, kill them. He got out his iconic big Sharpie pen and ticked the go box on the operational orders. And then we left the Oval. Less than 30 hours later, I am back with my boss, Mike Waltz, with my team members, underneath the West Wing in the Situation Room. It's like I'm in an episode of 24 or a Jason Bourne movie. And we were watching this video, play video. Now this was classified as I was watching it at the highest level. That is a leader of ISIS, responsible for training, recruiting, financing, and deploying jihadis across the world to kill Americans and our friends and allies. Hiding out in a massive cave complex in northern Somalia. We are watching this live, but remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is not a movie. This is real life. And this is what President Trump did to him. My incredible team member had this declassified within 4 hours, after which President Trump put a social media post up that I would like to read to you. Last line, ladies and gentlemen, the message to ISIS and all others who would attack Americans is that we will find you and we will kill you. For 4 years, we placated our enemies. We gave billions of dollars to Iran. We opened our borders to anyone who wanted to come in and kill Americans. 100,000 fentanyl deaths in 1 year. In the last 30 days, we have designated the cartels as terrorists, and we have unleashed the hammers of hell on ISIS. So, all I want to say to you is President Trump's only motivation, the one he communicates to his National Security Advisor, Mike Waltz, and to the whole team in the White House, is protect America. And that is exactly what we are doing. Whether you voted for him or not is irrelevant. He is such a patriot. He wants you to be safe and he wants you to prosper. That's the real Donald Trump. So, please keep the president in your prayers, his family, but also smile and be happy. You won. All right, guys.